Hey there everyone, Andy here from Bamboo Bodies, and today we're talking about the muscle up. So within Bamboo Bodies as a gym, we teach a huge amount of people to muscle up, and one of the biggest issues we find are people coming up against sort of bad elbow overuse injuries, especially when they first try and learn the skill. What I'm going to go through now is sort of my 5 favorite ways to slowly build people up to that full transition. So what are we talking about when we talk about the muscle up transition? Well, more specifically, we talk about shoulder extension. So that's pulling the elbows behind our back like so, and we almost like press down through our hand. What that does is put a huge amount of pressure to the elbows. So in an ideal world, you want to slowly build up to full body weight with these exercises. Firstly, we've got Russian push-ups. So Russian push-ups, you can start these on your knees like so. You just bring your chest to the floor, ideally sort of thumbs or either side of pecs at the bottom. You're then going to drop your elbows, allow your bum to travel up, then rock forward, and then come back up like so. This can be done on the feet as well. Very similar fashion, you go down to the floor. This time you're going to need to tiptoe your feet forward and back. And you're just very slowly getting used to the idea of applying that downward pressure in shoulder extension and prepping those elbows. Next, we get our first drill on the rings. So what we want to do is start in a ring push-up position, hands turned out, bring our chest to the floor, and then you perform that same Russian push-up movement with that added instability on the rings. Next, we're gonna have rings at about hip height, and we're gonna raise our feet on a bench. You're gonna want to have a false grip here with bent knees, and then you're gonna bring your arms to the top, so thumbs to chest, and then you're gonna wanna straighten your legs and lean over the rings like so. This can be done for reps. Again, just really conditioning those elbows to handle that increased pressure pushing down. Okay, so lastly, we've got negatives. So on your muscle up journey, you've probably been practicing your false grip pull-ups, you've been practicing your dips, and you're sort of closing in on getting your first full muscle up. This is where you want to start implementing negatives. So for a negative, you're just going to be jumping up to straight arms. You're going to slowly lower yourself down, and then without falling quickly, slowly lower yourself through that transition phase, just exposing that elbow to your full body weight for a brief period. On the eccentric phase of any movement, you tend to be able to handle about 140% of what you can concentrically move. So really useful way to sort of phase in that full body weight and get the most from your training. Hopefully that was helpful, guys. Let me know how you get on with some of these exercises, and I'll see you next time.